Hey, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Salvadad here coming to you with another video on my fancy desk. Yeah, guys, fancy. Anyways, yeah, trap. Anyways, this is to come to you with my part one of many of about the ban list, March 2012 ban list. March 2012 ban list is probably going to be one of the hardest ban lists in a long time because for a couple reasons. At least here, I feel like the format has been very balanced. I don't feel like there's been a deck that's been trolling the whole time. Like, I mean, everyone says Mermills, Mermills, Mermills. Well, I have never had trouble beating Mermills. I mean, there are games, yes, I've lost to them, but once you learn the deck and how to beat it, you don't have trouble. I mean, yeah, you're gonna lose once in a while, and it's just, but it's fun. Like, and I also like how they actually had a budget tier 1 deck this format, Macro Rabbit. Like, they made it budget so that everyone could run it. So that was another strong deck, and then, yeah. Okay, so my three tier 1 decks this format were Windups, Macro Rabbit, and the water deck. Yeah. So, what do I feel they're gonna do to the ban list? I feel like for now, this is what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to go through the main three decks that I feel like need to get hurt and um, talk about why they need to get hurt and what they should kill to hurt the deck. The first deck I'm going to start out with is Windups, guys. Everyone wants Windups gone. I mean, Windups are not an ultra problem. The main reason I think they're going to take Windups away, is because Windups won Nationals here last year. And they won in a couple other places too. I think they will not have a deck two-time win anywhere. I mean, it'd be cool if it did, but I think it'd be kind of sad in a sense. Because everyone would be like, oh, that deck's broke. So, what I feel like they're going to do is they're going to hit one of these cards, or they're going to put these two to one, or something like that. They're going to ban this. They have so many options with this deck, and it's just depending on how broken they still want to make it. The only thing that puzzles me is they're reprinting Shark in the Cosmo Blazer Special Edition. So if they want that to sell, they're gonna need to keep this deck like still around. But my thinking on this is it's gonna be more of a budget tier 2 deck now. Because I think they're gonna either put Factory to 1 and Magician to 1, ban Zenmighty. I'm pretty sure they won't ban Zenmighty. I think Zenmighty's not the problem. The problem is opening this in Shark first turn, or using this with Rabbit to search Shark and Magician. I just really don't know how they're gonna do this. Like, it's gonna be interesting because they don't want to kill the deck because they want their product to sell. But at the same time, they do not want this deck to be. I mean, they still want it to have a fighting chance. They just don't want it to be overly broken like it is now. Like and be able to top Nash or like win Nationals. That's my thinking on Windups, guys. I feel like they're just gonna hurt it just so it doesn't win Nationals. Next deck. Rabbit, Macro Rabbit. Everyone's been talking about this deck too, and saying how it's gonna get hurt and all this. It's horrible. This deck was once again another deck that did really good last year at Nationals. And the only thing they really touched was Rabbit. So guys, and I heard this deck is doing really good in the OCG, and we all know that the OCG kind of goes off. We kind of go off the OCG. So I'm really predicting this deck's gonna get hit hard. The thing they could do with this deck. They could hit Macro, which would not be a great call, but they could. They could put Rabbit to 1 or banned. Or they could touch the main Exceed guy, the only trouble Exceed, Lagia. What do I think they're going to do? I think they're just going to kill it in general. But the thing with Rabbit is there's a lot of other decks that can abuse this card. So, I mean, I don't know if they're really going to touch Rabbit. I feel like a better call would be to touch the Lagia and ban Lagia, or even just put it to 1. I think ban would be better though, because then you can still get Lagia. If it's banned, you can't get it. And then with macro, I mean, macro helps a lot of decks. Banning macro would be like banning like Monster Reborn. I feel like that's another thing they might do, is they might ban Monster Reborn or ban Heavy Storm and bring back like Giant Tornado or that one where you pay 800. Something like that. I think that'd be cool, just to change up the staples, because the staples have been pretty standard for a long time. So that's my take on Rabbit. Finally, the water deck. I feel like this deck is not going to get hurt for a couple of reasons. I feel like it's still going to be a tier 1 deck next format because of all the new stuff in Cosmo Blazer coming out. I feel like it's just going to have a different play style after the ban list. So yeah, guys, that's my take on that. I feel like this deck's going to be one of the top tier decks that could take the win at Nationals, but we'll just have to wait and see. Cards that they could hit in this deck that would really hurt the deck. The main card everyone does not want to see get hit is Undyne. Undyne, it's key to the winning. Undyne, if you draw this first turn, it's way too broken. You can get Megalo or Munagloshi in hand or whatever you need. So good. Linde, you could ban Linde, or you could ban Spear, or not ban, limit them. Like, I mean, because they're kind of work together, and it's just so broken. You can set Spear. Oh, wrong one. Set Spear, bring Linde. When Linde dies, get a Spear, get an effect. Even if Spear gets heavied or whatever, you can still activate it. It's just really good. Another card that might get hit, that I don't have it up here right now, is Megalo. Megalo is kind of iffy in my opinion. I think the lowest it would go is 1 or 2. I feel like the new guy is better, actually. So, I mean, it does take more copies, but with Linde and Spear, you can just bring it out, so it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot. I feel like it's better than Megalo, in my opinion. So even if they put Megalo to 1, that's still 4 beaters, and if they put Megalo to 2, that's still 5 beaters. So this deck, I feel like, is just going to be really strong in the end. I feel like if they do ban Undyne, it will still work strong though. They'll just have to find another way to. Lil Salvador just said no, they won't. But I feel like someone's gonna find a way to make it work. Just like with wind-ups, guys. Like everyone thought they were dead, and then somebody found the Magician Shark with Shockmaster Loop. It's pretty good. And then the last thing I want to see maybe come back is Inzektor Horneder and Inzektor Dragonfly 2. I feel like this deck didn't have enough time to show off. Yeah, it won Worlds, but it didn't really do much here. It did a lot in the OCG, but I feel like bringing this deck back might help. I mean, I feel like this deck would be a good contender in the ban list. Everyone said they hated this just because it pop stuff, but I mean, this deck is so budget now. I mean, anyone can run it. I mean, I just feel like it'd be a fun deck to bring back for Nationals. So yeah, guys, that's part 1 of my Nationals, or my ban list thing. So please rate, comment, subscribe, check out my videos, and yeah, guys, thanks.